Yo, welcome back and welcome in. My name's Evan. We're here to play some more Banjo Kazooie. We are here in the Four Seasons area. We got places to go, things to find. Indeed. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Binary? How you doing, Blob? I'm ready for it today. We got a lot to find. We got a lot to explore. I'm not going to try to 100% this area first. I just want to unlock the next sections. So we're in summer right now. We've done spring. I need, assuming, fall next. How's everyone doing? Okay, so yesterday, first of all, I don't know if you're all locked into all this stuff as I am, but people, of course, it's just Reddit, which, is blowing things out of proportion as usual. But the YouTube rollout for age verification stuff is going to be happening soon. And granted, it's not a rollout for all users. It's a rollout on some users. And I know we're saying you, but here's the thing. For content creators, we already have to prove, who we are to do, anything on YouTube at least. If you want to post a link to something in a YouTube video description, you have to either provide a photograph of yourself or ID. It's the same thing. So literally anyone on YouTube who has a link in their description has already given away that information. We just do it. You know what I mean? Surveillance corpo state. Yeah, which is crazy, but also at the same time, it's I don't know. I think it sucks for the consumer who's just trying to watch their videos. At the same, I feel like they'll do a pretty good job. So we'll have to see how it actually happens when it rolls out. I don't know. And granted, the only reason they're having to do it is because of various government pressures. So as much as it sucks on a corporate level as a consumer, the real problem is the government level. Making it so that companies have to do stuff like that. I don't know. I think. Don't think I'll have to do it right. Aren't they doing an algorithm check? Yeah. So if you've got, I'm pretty sure even if you made a new account and you linked it, if you well, I don't know if you didn't tie it to a different account how it would work, but yeah, on any of your pre-existing accounts or anything, you should be totally fine. And they said it's not even necessarily content based. It'll probably be it'll probably be based around other things. Got to be careful here, but I know there's already discussions on how to use these things for personal gain in Australia with the changes coming up. I don't doubt it's the exact same for changes like the YouTube one. Interesting. Yeah, I'm very interested to see. Well, and there's some things where some of these things I do think are valid safeguards, especially against just internet destroying AI slop nonsense. I think there is some validity to keeping internet's human oriented. I don't know. What's up, Jay? Not saying it'll actually ever happen since it's so difficult to do with the regulations around it, but I know there are people looking forward to more info like that being collected. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so hacking and stuff, whatever. Yeah. I'm sure people, anytime there's any sort of collected databases like that, yeah. Information's always being bought and sold. Here's the thing, though, at the same time, dude, I'm so sick and tired. There's so many things, obviously there's nothing to compete with YouTube as far as, video share goes, right? But, man, the amount of times I see ads specifically targeted to promote political ideologies that the algorithm knows I do not align with. And, the best part is that you go in And if you like click the little dots to see the ad, it's always the same like couple companies who are pushing the ads, whatever, but they always put the topics as completely unrelated things. Like I'll click it and it'll be like, the topic of this video is cars and automobiles. And I'm like, no, it is not. It is not cars and automobiles. That is not what's going on in this video. That is not what this video is about. What are you talking about? You're literally just using all these things to push and promote things to like audiences who don't like want this, and you're trying to be manipulative on purpose, which like is part of the whole game. But like, man, when it's about political and like personal stuff, it's rough. I don't get why they do it. Placing ads you know won't sway the user. Well, that's the thing. I feel like, you know, it's not gonna sway me by any means. It just makes me more frustrated. And to be fair, every time I see one of those, I don't hit it and say that it's spam or anything like that. I specifically, that's why I check the topic that it's in. So I click on the thing and I report it as a misuse of the topic system. Which is so stupid, but I do it because I'm, you know, that's what I do. Will you stop doing that? Oh, look at that, we watered it. Herobrine was scared YouTube will ask him next since he watches those dancing fruit vids. That's so funny. But that's the thing, like, I've already had to, just to, literally to put my Twitch hyperlink in the YouTube thumbnail, or in the YouTube description. Which I'm sure is pretty much why Jay had to do it too, I would think. I just turned off ad personalization and all account history. You know, that's fair. I mean, that's the thing though, is like there's some things that I do appreciate. I guess not having ad personalization, I don't care. Account history I do appreciate for some things. I did get a good ad yesterday. This is why I'm thinking about all this stuff, right? I got a good ad yesterday, which like was clearly a like VO3 AI generated video of a person talking with, you know, animated to AI speech, telling me to use an AI art program to make AI artwork for corporate logos, personal logos, coloring books, and just the, you know, the whole thing where they start just like the best AI info dumps where it's just like they just keep going. It's like the worst type of streamer where they're saying the same words over and over again with little to no progress in what they say. Basically what I do on a daily basis, except you know it's an AI, so it feels off because there's not a person behind that, you know what I mean? Anyways, I seen that ad and I'm like, man, what's the crazy part about it is, like, you know, obviously there are going to be, and there already are, lots of use cases where a lot of these tools are very helpful for things. But the amount of people who, like, you know how, like, when internet era was starting up, and we had to go from, like, being like, oh, you can't trust on anything on the internet to, like, yeah, you should actually trust a lot of things that are on there because it's just a collection of information and knowledge. And, you know, you had to kind of, like, teach people that was the case. You had to, like, show them, like, no, like, you can trust these things, right? These are valid sources. These are whatever. We've gone beyond that at this point because now we're at the point where, like, those people are turning around and going, like, well, this is what the AI told me, and the AI is more advanced than what you know, so I must be right because the AI said this. I'm like, dog, I understand you're embracing technology. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for trying, but this is not it. we need to do the same education we did on basic internet use all over again for these people jumping on the AI train. Well, it's also just like I think a fundamental misunderstanding of how large language models are currently used and how they differ from other forms of information gathering. Feeling unfarmed has turned out to be well worth the admittedly large inconvenience. That's fair. There are people who care about age verification and still accept all cookies, though. Exactly! Yeah, I pray the average person becomes more educated on this stuff. Well, it's like it goes even beyond that. Like one of the oh, sorry, I had to take care of this bird real quick. That was one of the things I realized very early on. Is like, anytime you save like autofill information, basically just don't. Basically just don't ever save any autofill information ever. Because apparently, anytime you have that autofill information and you have it set to like automatically fill for you without asking for you first, you click on the box and it'll autofill with whatever selections you've made and stuff, right? People can basically add, like, if it just says like name and email, you can basically just keep putting more boxes down there. Yeah, they're grabbing it. They're either grabbing it live, or like you've got name and email. Let's say you don't plan on giving this company your address. They can just have the address field there, but not make it visible to you. They can just have it there. You hit autofill, it autofills everything, including the stuff you don't know it's autofilling. So like literally anything you have saved in your autofill. All your information. You can't see it because it's not on the front end, but on the back end, scrape all of that shit. That's crazy. Yeah, that one was mind-blowing for me because I was like, wait a second. Yeah, you can do that. And it's insane. It's wild. I don't know, man. There's so much of that stuff, like, for just general information security that I'm like, this is crazy. So that's one specifically, like, I don't know, and I'm not saying, like, everyone on the internet is a malicious actor, but you kind of got to treat it that way at some point. I don't know. What do we think? What are we thinking? When is it appropriate to use LLMs? Is the only good use case using it to cheat during school? Not that I'm doing that. I've made it a point for myself this run through school that I will not be doing any sort of shortcuts in any sort of way. But I'm like, what are people using this for in their daily lives? Because like, I feel like it's shockingly useful when you look into it. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I have used it. I think that's just like, I've used it pretty extensively because it is, it is a good tool. It's expensive if you make it agentic. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is like, it's a tool when it's used well for the things it's very capable at. But I think en masse, people are using it thinking it's capable for some things that it's, oh no, I missed my jiggy, that it's not necessarily suited for, but it like can very easily trick you into thinking it's meant for it. Now, how do we feel about using LLMs to communicate, let's say, between like person-to-person communication or like business-to-person communication? Because like that's all stuff that's happening too, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because like, look, if I receive a clearly like AI written email from someone, I'm not writing them back. I'm popping that into like, if you're not going to do me the service of writing the email to me, do not think I'm going to. But then at the same time, I'm like, wait, is that wasteful? That's a gross misuse of the product, I feel like. I'm feeding into it at that point. I use Grok to type everything for me, even the sentence. I'm not coming up with my own sentences. That's wild. Every single one. I like that I keep falling down this over and over and over again. I called it a foddy like the other day, and I'm not backing down. Because like at what point is all communication back and forth between any entity just going to be like, yeah, I've already trained my AI to respond to everything for me, so I'm never going to interact again. I know so many people who use LLMs as a therapist. That's so dangerous, bro. Ah, that's so dangerous. The time horizon that it can go without hallucination is doubling every 4 months. GPT-5 is 5 times less hallucinatory. Have a good lurk, Jay. Than any pre-existing model. Soon the existing architectures will be left behind, and all of the phrases people use to say it's inferior will have to change because it's too good. Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, not a fan, but the existing failures will reduce. Oh, I'm very aware. Well, that's where I'm saying, like, what's our use case to, like, integrate this if we're not going to just have it replace, like, all of our interactions? Like, is that just what we're going to do? We're going to say, like, I am no longer going to ever need to email someone, just have this email exactly like me? You know what I mean? Saw an interview of someone's dad who used AI to create a model of their dead son so that they and their friends can talk to it. It's just like, that just feels, I don't know, because that's so, like, on a base level changing, like, personal, emotional reactions. It just feels so not good. I don't know. But yeah, therapist, that's insane to me. Not to me, that, oh, oh, brother. Oh, no. Where was that Jiggy I saw earlier? It was on a leaf path somewhere. Oh. We'll do it again. This is so bad. Oh. I think we'll collectively have a Buddha in his gilded palace moment, everything turning to ash in our mouths, a transformative moment for the better. At least if we don't have oppressive tyrants trying to use it on us. Yeah. Hopefully. It's mainly teenagers use it as a therapist or a friend, which is even scarier, TBH. Well, and that's part of just, like, I think that speaks to a bigger issue of just how outside of, just like how outside internet and outside electronic culture is really difficult for people in social. Here's the thing. I know we've brought it up before, I think, Blob, but, like, where do people go to socialize in their late teens, 20s, 30s? Where do you go? Where do you go if you want to hang out with people, meet new people, just, like, or even go out with people? Like, even if you have a friend group of people, where do you go? What do you do? There's not public spaces really set up for meaningful interaction outside of consumerism, like outside of consumer spaces. You go somewhere, you get something. You go somewhere, like, that's it. Aside from, like, you can go out. I mean, you know, touch grass. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't be saying that. Have you heard of GPT psychosis? I don't know for sure. Explain to me so I can remember. And teenagers particularly have always struggled with human relationships and communication. AI is such an easy and dangerous out. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's, like, you know, that's the most tumultuous time in pretty much most people's lives, right? Your brain's figuring itself out, so you got a lot going on. But yeah, there's no good social space for people in that age group. And there's no infrastructure in place to, like, help there be, like, there's no plans to be, like, to make something like that, you know? Which I think is unfortunate. Well, there are places for that, and the only place that allows for that kind of interaction is in organized religious structures, which increasingly people do not want to be a part of. So, like, how do we create those kinds of dynamics without having to be part of that type of framework inherently? You know what I mean? From what I've read, to me it seems like GPC psychosis is where the AI is such a mirror, you end up going crazy. The crazy part is that it's definitely caused by the AI. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild stuff. I'll have to send you a link to one of my projects privately. Touches on these spaces for young people. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. I don't know. It's stuff I care about deeply, because, like, I don't know. Just so many people don't have a space, right? And now more than ever, it's so easy to isolate in ways that are really unhealthy. Or feel like, you know, you don't have a valid place to talk and air out frustrations or questions or anything. Church feels whack to me, but I like the idea. I mean, yeah, like, get people together of, like, different thoughts, practices, ages, races, whatever. But it feels weird to have that communal aspect be religious based to me, or like that it has to be. It feels like they're almost all that way. I bet you can't guess what I think will help create these spaces. What do you think will help create these spaces, Binary? What do you think will help create these spaces? Say it. Say it. Oh. I'm waiting. Oh. A trip to Vegas? Is that what you were gonna say? Crypto. Damn it. One more word about crypto and the blockchain out of you. Oh. The thing is like, that whole ideology is so abstracted from reality for the majority of people still, that, like, even if it ends up being the helpful route, it's gonna take a long time for it to reach public acceptability or even understanding. Why can't I... There we go. Yo, thanks Blob for sending that through. I'll check that out after stream for sure. I appreciate that, man. Got him. Hey, look at that, we got a Jiggy. Check back on that though in 24 months. I need a freaking remind me bot or something. Oh, brother. Well, let's see, 24 months from now, we'll probably still be stuck here in Banjo Kazooie if I had to guess. So, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna go do it again. I still can't believe it's been almost a year now of streaming. That's wild to me. Not only has it been almost a year now of streaming, but I've only missed like maybe like 7 to 10 days worth of streams in a year. That's wild. I'm pretty happy about that. I think it's that little. I'll have to double check because I would really like to know. I'll pat myself on the back for that. I was gonna say I need more games to play, but I guess I don't if Banjo keeps having me fall down the hill here. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Let's go. Nope. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, I saw someone at work today who had the new Samsung Fold 7. Oh my goodness, that thing was crazy. It's so slim. When you open it up, oh my goodness. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Okay, come on, stop. I hope this is the right way to go. This is really some platforming here. I don't know, maybe it's just me. We'll head that way. What is this squeaky sound? Oh, caterpillar. I remember being shocked by the thinness of Drew's iPod Touch 7th Gen. I don't even remember 7th Gen iPod Touch. Oh, I do remember. Yes, it was very slim. You know what I miss? I've been looking at them recently because honestly, I miss them. I miss the last gen iPod Nano they did. I had one and I don't know where it is anymore. But that thing was sick. It was so small with the touch screen and those nanos that had the radio frequency you could pick up on just locked in there. I love that. That's sick. I love having that. It was so cool. It was such a nice. I thought they never had touch. No. The last iPod Nano, the last 2 generations of iPod Nano had touch. You must have had the 3rd to last gen then. So the 2nd to last iPod Nano was the square one. It looked like an Apple Watch before the Apple Watch. And then the last gen iPod Nano was like a mini iPod Touch, basically. Well, I say mini iPod Touch. It couldn't really do anything the iPod Touch could do. It was just like music, videos, radio. I don't even remember. Not much else, but it was a good time. You loved it? Yeah. It's just so nice. But also, yeah, I've just been thinking like something like that would be so nice to just have. I wish I could just have a little thing like that all it had on it was like Spotify. All I need is Spotify and like let me get notifications for my messages and maybe respond to messages, and that's it. If I could have that, maybe this just means I need to delete everything on my phone. Is this a sign to delete everything on my phone? That could be. But like, no, because like I need some of the stuff on my phone. You know what I mean? Also, how the hell am I supposed to get that glass up there? Oh, oh my god. Brother. Blob, you hit me down the whole hill. They have phones designed for that, I think. They don't have I don't think they have any that have Spotify integration, and that's the part that I really would like to have. I love the iPod with the little camera. I had the green one. Hell yeah. That's so sick. The green one would be cool. Please imagine Nice Throw being redeemed. Don't have the points to do it. Damn, already out of points already. That's so sad, Blob.
Nice throw.
There it is. AI will be great for limiting internet use only to what you need if it can eventually fit on device. That's true. Keywords being if and on device there. I mean, that's I don't know, it takes so much processing power still. Obviously it's going down and down, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, basically all of the like quote-unquote dumb phones right now don't have integration with stuff like Spotify. What's the one? In theory, I could do something like the Books Palma 2, which is a e-ink phone, which does seem kind of nice for just a slower experience to have, an intentionally slower experience. But then there's some things where that would be an inconvenience. So like part of me is like maybe something like that would be nice to have as like a daily carry around so I don't get like distracted by shit, and then have like my normal phone for other times. I don't know. But I don't want to be a 2-phone guy. That's crazy. Crazy thing is, I think it won't with algo gains. Pretty sure our ability to compress intelligence is way under what's possible. Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that. I've got another school certification quiz thingy tomorrow. What am I doing over here? So y'all better wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna do everything I can to do a good job. But I'm like 80% confident. This is the one that I have to take because they're rolling out the new quiz, or like the new course. So in theory, I normally would have had like a couple more months to finish the course, but like the new course comes out next month, so technically I have to finish it now, otherwise I'd have to retake a bunch of stuff. Anyway, that's the certification thing I'm doing tomorrow. So I had to memorize like a bajillion port numbers for like internet protocol stuff. So I have a lot of numbers bubbling around in my head right now, which is really annoying. Can I see how many freaking squirmy dudes I've got? No. Nice. I think I've only got 4 right now. Yeah, okay. Take 'em. Take 'em. Bulk 'em. We still need one more. And then didn't Google just a couple days ago show off their new like interactive video thing? I can't remember what it was called. Genie, right? Genie 3 that they're doing that. I mean, it's crazy stuff. How do I follow AI? No, not VO3. There's a different project. I think it's Genie 3. See, I know what I'm talking about. You saying, how do you follow AI? I don't know, but apparently I do. I got you there. What's the YouTube channel that does all the, I mean, I don't follow, I guess I follow a decent amount. Stuff like video, stuff like that. There's the channel 2 Minute Papers on YouTube that does breakdowns of like new tech in graphics space and stuff, which I appreciate their stuff. I don't know. You like that one? Yeah. 2 Minute Papers is good. I don't know. Clickbait everywhere. Everywhere I look is clickbait at this point for that type of stuff. The thing is listen to the AI Daily Brief and download the models. The thing is, I don't have the time to do all that. I don't have the time or the energy or the drive to do any of that. Oh shit. Things are not looking good, brother. Oh my goodness. I ate so much food today and it was all good, let me tell ya. Lunch I had so much mac and cheese, potato salad, friggin' a turkey burger, some green beans. Then dinner I had some birria tacos. Oh, birria tacos, rice and beans, horchata. I was going crazy. What did I have for breakfast? A freaking cinnamon roll and a can of Monster Energy Zero. Wish Mexican food was good down here. Do you have like no good Mexican food? That's sad. You don't have enough not enough. Oh, we got a shitty Mexican fast food places that suck. Oh, that's awful. Why don't you come over here? It's a really good time to be coming to our country. Why would I go in there right now? Go back out. This is the perfect time. I trust you, I'll move immediately. Perfect. Oops. Got a spare room? Not really. You could sleep in my office, aka this hallway that I'm in. Spare room, yes. You'll take the hallway? Perfect. There's a good spot you could put a little mattress down. There's enough room for a little mattress, yeah. That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Hero Brian? Your YouTube video woke you up? Here for Sleep Lurk? Hey, thanks for dropping in. What, I guess I don't need to bother you. You're going back to sleep. I was going to ask you what YouTube video woke you up, but I don't need to collect your personal, watch history. Celeste video? That's fair. Oh, that reminds me, because I sent you that Wikipedia had Celeste as the picture of the day yesterday on the homepage. I was going crazy last night. Wikipedia, you already know I've got the Wikipedia app on my phone because I'm on Wikipedia enough as is that I was like, I gotta just put it on my phone, right? Oh wait, we didn't turn into a bee in summer. I should go back and do that. And I was so stoked yesterday. I was on a random page, just like, you know, information dumping into my brain, and Wikipedia popped up a randomizer button. It just, like, I'm reading through the article, random. Click, new article. Random button, click, new article. I was sitting there for like 30 minutes straight, just like reading, new article, please. It was crazy. But then I went into the app today. I don't know where that button went anymore. They must be testing things out on willing subjects like me. I gotta tell my friend about this. He's obsessed with Wikipedia. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably just testing, or they might roll out at some point. I don't know. Oh, we need 5 worms again because I left the world. I'm stupid. Oh, brother. Okay, have a good lurk. I'll stop talking to you now. Have a good night, Sleepy Brian. Oh, don't die. At some point, Wikipedia fell off the map for me. Something about it just still works for me. I used to go down Wikipedia article rabbit holes so bad as a child that I would be reading for 10 hours. That's what it's all about. I understand. I don't know, something about the way that Wikipedia presents and formats information it just scratches an itch for me that I very much appreciate. It must have something to do with how it's organized and stuff. I don't know. The brain works in mysterious ways. Seriously? There you go. I wonder why it sometimes plays that animation and doesn't other times. Maybe it's the first one you kill in the world? I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Because I didn't go into the hornet's nest as a bee. And it's confusing because the hornet's nest in this one has a spot for us to go in as Banjo, but I couldn't figure out how to do that without dying. Pretty sure reading that much Wikipedia has made life more difficult for me, not less. Interesting. Too much information? Too much information that was unnecessary for you? Oh, this is where the worm is too. Are you kidding me? Maybe we can get worms as a bee? That would be so much easier. Too hot for magic? You can't even be a bee in here. Mumbo. Oh, brother. I can't even, I went all this way to try to turn into a bee and I can't even be a bee. Now I gotta go find the worms again. Come on. What a pain. Okay. Okay, I'll get the worms again. That little room feels so like when I was 10. The little room with Mumbo in it. The cramped little space with eclectic things everywhere. Oop. Oh no. Where are the other worms at? Oh, there's a worm behind that area. Did I get that one already? Oh, shoot. I must have already gotten that one. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Feels so different from any modern game space. Yeah, that's why, as much as like games like this can be a little rough around the edges to go back to and play nowadays, there's just so much stuff that doesn't happen in modern games anymore. It just evokes different feelings, I think. And not necessarily just like nostalgic feelings, but like it creates a different atmosphere or something. I was like watching Blob play like a little bit of Resident Evil and then going to the Resident Evil 2 remake as like a difference between those two games. The first Resident Evil game, watching that with like just the way that game works and like the static cameras, the way the freaking inventory looks and everything. The Resident Evil 2 remake is ridiculous. It looks amazing. That's the thing though, is it looks so good that to me, I see the gameplay of it and I just go, it's just a game. You know what I mean? Which like it sound like I'm not, like not in a judgy way because it looks great, but it's just like, okay, that's a modern game. And it like just expresses itself that way, but like I don't feel necessarily the same characterization that I feel in like an older game. There's just so many more like unique stylistic choices, I think, with early games because there weren't as many like universal standards for like what a game should look like, how an inventory should be managed, how different aspects of the game should happen or interact, right? So like every game feels distinct in its own way because of that. I remember that one of the most powerful in-game atmospheres I've experienced was the Haunted Mansion in Super Mario 64. Fantastic, yeah. A great space. Also, I'm going back down here again, even though I kept dying. We're gonna try to see if there's anything we can do here. We were in here for a good chunk of time yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess. But maybe I just need to do better. I do, speaking of new games that evoke things that I want to feel in games, I would love to pick up and play UFO 50 at some point, because I've seen a lot of gameplay of the game, like a lot of gameplay of the game, and it's still, like, there's so much there that I would like to play myself. It's kind of crazy. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. I'm using rewind for this. Also the ice slide, yeah, ice slide is awesome. Do we even think I can? Is this feels like I should try to survive here or something, but maybe I'm misreading this room. Do I just run around the room forever? I don't think this is the solution, you guys. UFO 50 looks genuinely old in appearance. It's, yeah. It's so sick, because it's obviously stylistically appears that way, but the games, like, some of the games are less deep than others, but some of the games have such interesting concepts and depth that, like, it's very experimental in a lot of ways. I would like to do something with that. Okay. Elevator action had an aura. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything here, you guys. This seems like I'm doing something horribly wrong. No section in a video game has made me feel more stupid. Yo, Jay, you don't happen to still be here and know how to do it, right? Eventually only Google remains? That's true. But that feels so lame! But also true. Well, we don't need this to get the worms. We'll go take care of our worm business. Because I at least know how to do that. Do 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 do. You know what would be crazy to do at some point is 4-player GoldenEye on stream. That could go crazy. It's been a million years since I've played that game. Oh. Where was the last Wiggly? And by GoldenEye, of course I'm talking about the GoldenEye game. The one, the only. The melee hit sound is crazy nostalgic for you? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I didn't play the game that much. Clearly, only with you. But still, even that, like, there's some big time vibes there. Oh. Get out of here. Okay. We've got all of our worms. We can... Oh, no. Don't sprint. Yeah, I wonder how, I wonder if the multiplayer is any, or like the online multiplayer rather, through Switch Online is any good. But I've never tried it. With any game, I don't think. Yeah, it exists. Not only does it exist, it's like incredibly easy to set up, but yes. Yeah, any basically like any of the games that they've got on the Switch in their emulators, if they're multiplayer, you can play online with people, which is awesome. Okay, we put the birdie to sleep. Perfect. That's persistent, so we can die now and then go to fall. Jesus. Now I kind of want one. Purely for that. I'm sure there are other ways to go about it, but it is a cool feature, I think, to have. Been thinking of it anyway. Oh, fair. Yeah, I don't know. There's aspects of it where like I obviously very much enjoy my Nintendo gaming. So like getting the Switch 2 primarily for me was like buying into the ecosystem for the next 10 years, you know? And also I figure like now is probably going to be the cheapest time to buy it, realistically speaking. So why not, you know? Plus, like, I don't know, the Switch runs all the games I want to play well, and that's what matters to me. All my Nintendo first parties, and then any indie game, and then I basically don't play any other third-party AAA games. I've never quite gotten Nintendo, but I've been wondering recently if I've become more of a Nintendo person because story games are too high commitment. They are. I mean, I understand, like, and sure, but I don't got time for that. I want to pop in, have a fun time, and that's that. I don't want to be too stressed out about my game, because, like, I don't want that. I don't know. I appreciate it. And I can appreciate a difficult game, too. I'm not saying I can't enjoy a difficult game, but I think there's something fun to it. Clearly there is. There has to be. Otherwise, what are we doing? What's going on with this beaver? It's getting a bit chilly out here. I wish I was inside. Well, I can't open this for you. Oh shoot, can I open this for you in summer and then come back here? Wait, we gotta try this out. Because if stuff is persistent across the different seasons, I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. We'll try it out. The real thing, my only problem with Nintendo right now is where the hell is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance? You said it was coming to the GameCube Online app. I haven't seen it. I've been keeping my eyes peeled because I want to play the damn game. Where is it? It's sitting on a hard drive somewhere. Freaking just flip the switch. Flip the switch in. Let me have it. Thank you very much. I don't know. And I think one of the other things that I very much appreciate, how you know it's already made? Oh, well, it's a GameCube game that they're putting on their emulation service. So it already exists. That's how. Also, we do have ads rolling in a sec, so I'll pause up. I'll pause up once those start. Do they need to optimize? They might. It's definitely possible because there are obviously some games that do need some help on any emulator, even a Nintendo-owned emulation. So it's possible. I don't know for sure though. I mean, I guess to be fair, 64 games I think are typically a little bit rough to emulate, so maybe. Oh wait, no, but it's not 64. What am I talking about? It's GameCube. It's probably fine. It's definitely fine. Cause wouldn't they have run that? No, did the Wii natively run GameCube games, or was it emulating on the Wii? I think it maybe was natively running that stuff, so that doesn't count necessarily. I can't remember. Native, I thought? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna be right back. It's ad break time. I need to get my water. BRB. Okay, we're back. GameCube confirmed runs natively on the Wii. That makes sense. W as in that was a win. We got that correct. According to GPT-5. Fair. Yo, thank you for the follow. How am I doing? I'm doing just fine. How are you doing? What are you doing here watching some Banjo? Yo, what's up? Welcome in. How you doing, Immortal? How you doing, little Tweety? How are things going? I'm out here collecting some little grubs. I guess we could go see what's up with Mumbo right now, but we'll go somewhere else. Doing alright, just waiting on laundry. This game makes me feel old. Have you played it before? I've never played it before. I'm giving it a good full playthrough. 100%ing this thing. Played it on the 64? Nice. Oops. Yeah, I feel like I would have very much enjoyed... I mean, I'm enjoying this game now, but I feel like if I had this game as a kid, it would have gone crazy. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Whoa! It's a shame. I mean, I know there's been a few games that try to recapture this kind of vibe, right? They've got a ukulele, right? Isn't there another one that's like pretty big? I'm blanking on some of the other Banjo likes that have happened. There's the orange Jinjo. We're clearly not doing all the Jinjos right now, so do I just use you to spray again? I think my favorite N64 was the Donkey Kong. See, I would love to play. I love me some Donkey Kong, but I do not have the ability to play at the moment. DK64. I would love to though. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that Jiggy up there? We can do it. Why are we going off to the lava world? That seems impractical. Can I not? Okay, I can climb it. Can we climb the whole thing like this? Has someone made... Oh, I can't get it from here. Maybe you can, barely? No, I can't clip through that. I clipped through that. Has someone made a Bennett Foddy style game mod for this game? The jumping on this is broken. I would want to kill Banjo so many times. Okay, so it's not just me. I thought like maybe something was wrong with me. The jumping feels really weird sometimes. Like it's like it can be very locked in or stiff something. It's the game, 100%. Okay. That's so crazy. I mean, that's fair enough. Let's see, we need to get up higher so I can jump down on that thing. Yeah, I know some people really dislike DK64, especially for like 100%ing, because you have to replay so much stuff as multiple Kongs, which like I get from like a modern game perspective. That might be frustrating, but I don't know. It sounds fun. Let's go. It was always fun for you? That's fair. Were you a kid when, like, were you young when you played it? I ask because, like, I feel like when we're younger playing games, we're a lot more forgiving to gameplay, like, repetitive gameplay loops. Like, obviously, like, I can be now too, but I feel like, like, as a kid, if it's like you've got your set of games that you have to play, you're gonna be playing that shit on repeat over and over and over and over again. It's gonna be a blast every time. I know that's how, like, for me, like, playing the Crash Bandicoot games was. Preteen, teenager around there. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Can I get around you? I don't want to bother. We'll get that stuff after we've turned into a bee, if we can turn into a bee. Oh. You're 35? Oh, fair. I mean, damn, you're so old, what the hell? Just kidding. Do you see there's, I think, who's making the new N64 currently? Is it there we go, the Analog 3D. I don't know if you've seen this. This brand Analog has made, it's currently out of stock because if pre-orders have been crazy for it. It's basically a N64 hardware console, like from the ground up, so that they can't get any sort of copyright strikes or anything in regards to it. But it's compatible with every original N64 game, region-free, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 4K output. It's crazy. Yeah, and it's, yeah, so no emulation. It's literally like hardware. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be coming out relatively soon, but yeah, I know they're all sold out at the moment. I just think that would be very interesting. Nothing in here for you now. We've all moved out. Okay, so there's a Jiggy in both the hives before we get to it in the fall, and I don't know how to get those. What the hell? That's annoying. Yeah, and that brand Analog makes a lot of other, like, they've been in the handheld emulation world for a while. You sound and look so cute. Thank you. I do my best. It's just me. Let's go this way? Nope. Not that. Who's building this house? That's the real question. These bees aren't building this house, are they? Nope, 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 no, 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 nope, 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 nope. You need that rareware one, ASAP? Oh, the controller. Jay, didn't you just get a new controller, bro? You don't need another one right now. What are you talking about? How is the new controller? How is the new controller, bro? Oh, it's wireless. That's right. Oh, yeah, because you bought a wired controller, right? That was the whole thing? You bought a wired controller, so now this is a wireless one. They're gonna get you sold on it. You love the Four Seasons levels? I've been enjoying it. It's a... I take that back. I hate this. No, just kidding. It's been a fun little gimmick. I appreciate it. But boy oh boy does it seem like this game has been going on forever. We've been at it and at it and at it. I'm ready for something new, that's for sure. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I need it. Delish. I can't. Oh no, no magic today. I can't even be a bee in this one. This is so sad. Oh. Okay, I don't even need to get the music notes right now because I'm not bothering with that. Gonna chill out on it. I love the Game Sir controller. It's literally the best. Yeah, I can't justify getting any more controllers. Is the bee only in spring? It seems like it, yes, from what I did. It seemed like bee was only spring. Correct. Correcto, if you will. Do I need these boots longer? Why do these last so long? You're welcome, is what it is. Hall effect and TMR sticks should be standard. They do be nice. It is some nice stuff. I am a little sad I didn't get to do... I could have done, but I forgot it was happening. The freaking... what's the game called? I'm saying I'm missing it, but clearly I can't even remember the name. This is how good the marketing's been for it. Freaking Drag X Drive, the new Switch 2 game that just was in the playtesting or whatever. Apparently people were saying it was actually pretty good, and like controls felt really sick. And I only realized that it was happening after the playtesting was done. So I don't know if they're gonna be doing any more of that for playtest or whatever. I would be interested. But it was really good to hear positive feedback on it. It seemed like people were really actually enjoying it, which is cool. But as usual, it's one of those things where it's like, it's cool control scheme, it's cool stuff, but like, I don't know, it feels like it's lacking a little bit of that sauce. You know when you boot up like Splatoon and you're hit with the vibe and it's like, that's a lot of sauce? Dragon Drive does not have that type of sauce at the moment. Can I go in the butt? No, you cannot. You're blocked from the butt. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. Hut. Do hut. All right, we're sitting at a pretty 5 jiggies. That is unfortunate news. Means we've got 1 for the Jinjos, which puts us at 4 other jiggies we need to find. Huh. And ideally not take any damage from the bees. I guess let's try to go to the top of the tree right now. It's probably the best call. So the flower's like an autumn flower? Wait a second. That's a really good point. It did bloom to its fullest degree in autumn. You're right. That is highly interesting. I'm sure there are flowers that do that though, right? I'm not well versed in the area of flower knowledge. Maybe I should be. Maybe that needs to be my next Wikipedia deep dive. Oh, that's gonna be. Now I'm gonna start learning so much stuff. We'll go this way, whatever. Not crazy to see springtime flowers bloom in a warm autumn in Washington. That's fair. Oh, why did I stand still? Obviously I know I stood still. I was reading chat. Damn you, chat. Yo, Correcto and Lil Tweety, do either of you stream? I'm always curious when new people drop in. Very early on into starting streaming, I don't remember who said it or where I saw it, but people, well, hi there, Brandon, you 6 acorns, blah, 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 blah. Have you seen any? No. I always ask. People always say that anyone who's watching other streamers on Twitch, or the majority of people watching small streamers on Twitch, are either small streamers themselves or would like to be streamers themselves. So I always ask because I'm always curious. Obviously, that's not always 100% true, but... It's worth keeping in mind. You are a streamer? What do you play? I will be getting this grub. Thank you very much. Let's grab those. Hey, we got an acorn. Nice. Oh, we're literally carrying the acorn. There you go. Take that. I know you haven't gotten enough yet. We'll find some more. Patience, my friend. Whoop. Come on. Let's go. We'll jump back over here. Take this nut. And there you go. Oops. I'd love to stream eventually, but I follow streamers with not so much viewers in general. That's fair. I really enjoy that. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of streams in general before I started streaming. I would watch a lot of YouTube VODs of streamers, but I was never like active in people's chats or anything. But since I started streaming... How did I go right through that acorn and not pick it up? That kind of sucks. Since I started streaming, I've definitely been consistently in a lot more other small streamers' chats as well. All kinds. Right now I'm playing Plague's Tale Requiem and Diablo 4. The best when we do Phasmo night? Hell yeah, nice. Well, that sounds sick. I've never played any of those games. But I know all of them. Okay, you haven't got enough acorns. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Maybe roll and jump? Yeah, I mean, that could be, huh? Do we have... Oh, stop. The thing is, I also want to land properly. Oh, shoot. I misinputted like a dingus. Oh, no. Oh, brother. Oh, no. Ikom bokom. Yeah, instead of doing roll and then jump, I did the classic jump and then jump. At least you're still alive. That's true, we stay living. Ikum bokum. It's important. Murder the Banjo? Poor Banjo. Yo, what's up, Larry? You love when he says that? Ikum bokum. It's a very important part of the game. I always love to know how everyone thinks the sound of the silver skull. It's the most important part. Chat, the first time we saw the Ikum bokum, and my freaking longest time viewer said that I look like him because of my shiny ass forehead. The disrespect. Now I must pull all my hair over my forehead so there's no reflection whatsoever. How would you spell it? That's a good question. Ikum bokum. Just like that. That's how I would spell it. No, not like that. That's not how I would spell it. But I like that.
Ikum bokum.
that wasn't it. But that was a good rendition. Ikum bokum. That's definitely not how you did it before. Because I know you did it once where it actually sounded really close to it. But it was not that. That's funny. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Alright. Let's see. We'll see if we can get over there. Come on. Oh, nope. Okay. Well. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Alright. Here's the thing. For y'all who are new around here, I do only stream an hour and a half every day, which means we are at the end of my time for right now. So I do appreciate you dropping in and hanging out. It's been a good time. Yo, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
Ikum bokum.
There you go. That's pretty good. I'm live every day at this time. We're gonna be playing Banjo Kazooie daily until I'm done with it. I'm not sure 100% what I'm gonna be playing next, but so tomorrow will be more of the same. Hope to see y'all around. Thanks again for the follows. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a raid going on here. Who we raiding? We're going to... Let's see. We can hit Hope. I need Hope to Survive's playing South Park Stick of Truth. So for anyone who doesn't want inappropriate South Park humor, this is your warning to leave before the raid. Otherwise, we'll be raiding over there. Hope to catch you over there. Hope to see you tomorrow. Raid message in the chat. Top one for the subs, bottom one for everyone else. I'll catch y'all on the flip. Till next time. Peace.